What's up, y'all? This is Daniel's son. I'm here today to talk to you about a fragrance from Bath & Body Works. It's called Coconut Lime Breeze. When I ordered this, I actually ordered 4 fragrances at the same time from them. And I did a review on one of those a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, called At the Beach. I don't know if y'all remember seeing that, but if you haven't, check out my review I did. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. But I told y'all in that review that I was going to do a review on this one also. This is called Coconut Lime Breeze. And actually, let me go ahead and spray this. Well, actually, let me show you the bottle first. I like the bottle a lot. This is 8 fluid ounces, a lot of juice in here. It is considered a fine fragrance mist. The juice inside is sort of a lime green. This is a lot of fragrance, but it's actually really light because it's plastic and not glass, which I'm sort of not used to. I'm used to like my fragrances in glass bottles, but it's very light. The cap fits on very tightly. It's just clear, but I like it. It's really simple, and I think it just looks cool. It's got a little palm tree there. Everything about it I like. The sprayer is excellent. It sprays out a lot of juice. Let me give you the notes to this. Bath & Body Works Coconut Lime Breeze. The notes are coconut water, white orange blossom, lime, jasmine petals, and musk. Now let me tell you what it smells like. It doesn't, this is linear, so it's not going to change hardly at all. It does a little bit in the first couple of minutes. It changes a little bit, but it's basically going to be the same throughout the life of the fragrance. I get lime. I get everything in here, actually. I get lime. That's the most dominant note to me in the opening, is the lime. I get a little bit of coconut in the background. And I actually wish there was more coconut in here, more up front, because I can just barely detect it. I get lime. I get the orange blossom, where to me it just smells like orange. The notes list jasmine petals. I don't get a jasmine. I get a basic generic floral note. It's like just a generic bundle of floral note. It's sort of synthetic. I get that, but I don't really get jasmine. I get no musk whatsoever at all. So basically this is a lime, orange, and generic floral with a little bit of coconut in the background. That's what this fragrance is. It smells tropical. It smells like summer. It smells, actually, if I had to compare the two of At the Beach, I like this one so much more. I really do. I think the quality smells a little bit better in this one. The longevity, or the performance on this one, is about 2.5 to 3 hours. On this one is like 4 to 5, which is killer for freaking body spray. I wasn't expecting that. But this smells cheaper in a way. The performance isn't near as good. There's a lot more syntheticness to it, which I don't mind if it has syntheticness in it. Because my last review, I talked about this one having a little bit of syntheticness in it, but it didn't take away from the fragrance at all to me. But this one just has a little bit too much synthetic, generic, artificial smell to it. It's a decent smell. It really is. It smells nice. It smells fresh and clean. It just smells like a cheap, tropical, fresh body mist, and that's exactly what it is. So it succeeded in what it's supposed to be doing, I guess. Yeah, I don't like this one near as good, compared to At the Beach. I like At the Beach much, much more, but it's a decent scent. It's a decent tropical, fresh, clean fragrance that lasts about 2.5 hours. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would. Even though I'm not like a big fan of it, I would still recommend it because I think this would be really good for this coming summer. I think it would be excellent just to spray it on you, like, whenever you want to smell a little bit tropical, a little bit lime, As a matter of fact, one of my best friends on Facebook, and he actually has a YouTube channel too. His name is James Underwood, but he has a YouTube channel called Outlaw Frags. He did a review a couple of days ago that I watched, and the title of the review is What if I told you I have used the same frag every day for over a year? So I started watching that, and as soon as he started talking about it, before he even said what the fragrance was, I knew what it was. He was talking about 4711. And that got me thinking this would be a perfect alternative for like a 4711 alternative. I think it would be perfect for that because it smells fresh, it smells clean, it has a tropical vibe to it. It only lasts like 2.5 hours, so you don't have to worry about, if you want to wear something in the morning, this will die so you can wear another fragrance later on during the day. It only lasts like 2.5 hours. But this would be a perfect alternative if you do not have 4711, or if you don't like it or something, to spray in the morning just to get an extra like fresh smell, or you can. This is light enough to take to work with you. If you're like taking your lunch break and you just want to smell something like fresh and clean, this would be perfect to put in your pocketbook or carry around with you. But actually, something that James Underwood's, the Outlaw Frags channel review he did, I'll actually put a link in the description to that review so you can watch it. It's actually a pretty fun review he did. I like his channel a lot. But if you want to watch that review, I'll put a link in the description on where you can watch that. Yeah, I would recommend it. I don't like it as much as At the Beach, but it's still a decent scent, for what it is. And the price of this also, this only lasts 2.5 hours, but this is 8 fluid ounces, and this bottle by itself costs $14. So spray it on after like 2.5 hours and you'll be fine, and you'll last another 2.5 hours. This sucker is going to last me probably 4 years, because I'm probably not going to use it like every day or anything, and it's 8 fluid ounces, so this will last forever. I probably won't get it again, but I probably will get At the Beach eventually again. That one will last me forever too. Another thing I want to say before I go is there's a myth in Fragland that I found out a long time ago. I shaved my arms because I thought the hair was keeping me from getting good performance. So I decided to get rid of all my hair so the fragrance can go straight to my skin. And I took pictures of my arm. I was like, look, I shaved my arm so I could get better performance in fragrances. And everybody's like, what are you doing? That's not going to work. It's going to work like opposite of what you think it's going to, because hair will make a fragrance perform better. And I was like, well, crap, I've already shaved my arms. It's too late now. So I decided the other day, or about a week ago, to do an experiment to see if more hair will be better as far as performance with a fragrance, if that was true, if that was a myth or not. So I kept all my hair. I know you can't see this, but I'm actually really hairy. I have a lot of hair. It's just so blonde that you can't really tell. But I kept the hair on this arm, and I shaved a big patch down to my skin on this arm. And for 3 days, I used different concentrations. I used eau de toilette, I used perfume, I used cologne one time, and I used one of these body mists one time. And every time I wanted to find out if the fragrance on the hair arm lasted better or lasted longer. And my conclusion is no. I think it's a myth. I think the performance was basically identical. There was 1 or 2 days that I think when I sprayed on the hairy arm, I think it might have lasted maybe like 10 or 15 minutes longer, but it was so insignificant that I think they were both about identical. So my personal experience that I think that myth is busted, that to keep your hair, the performance is better if you have a lot of hair. My personal experience, I think that myth is false myself. A lot of people would disagree with me because everybody was saying, well, this guy said it, and so we're going to believe him. But I did the experiment, and to me, it's not true. But if you want to do your own experiment, shave your arm and find out for yourself. But anyway, that's all I got. And I hope you got something from this review. Yeah, I recommend it. It's a decent scent. You know, it's a little bit generic and sort of blah, but it would be perfect for like after the shower. So I'll put the link in the description where you can get this, and I'll put a link in the description on James Underwood review. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Peace. Bye.